YouTube, how are you? It is Sunday. It is the end of week 2 of my mini cut, start of week 3. Honestly, I didn't vlog last week. I just forgot. And it was like halfway through the week and I was like, it's too late. I'll just do week 3. We've woken up. I've just weighed myself at 69.7. I was 69.5 yesterday. Started the cut at like 71.3. So that's good. Things are moving. When you weigh yourself as soon as you've woken up, go to the toilet, get naked and get on the scale. The reason is that you want to keep your data collection as consistent as possible and as accurate as possible. If you go to the toilet and then get naked and get on the scale straight away before you've had a sip of water, before you've had a sip of coffee, before you've had a little snack to eat, all of those things are going to show up on the scale. Like if I just drink 500 mils of water, that's going to show up as 500 grams on the scale, and I'm going to think I'm fat, and it's going to skew the data, and that's not true. Same thing with your pajamas and your clothes. They all weigh something, so it's going to skew your data. You want to make sure you are consistent as possible, as accurate as possible. I just had an 8.5 hour sleep, and yesterday I had a 9-hour sleep. I feel so fantastic. I had a rest day yesterday, which is also why my weight is up about 200 grams. I weighed 69.5 yesterday and I was 69.7 today. So I always weigh heavier when I haven't trained, and that's just purely because my glycogen stores haven't been depleted in training and my fluid hasn't been depleted in training. So there's a little bit more glycogen and fluid in my body. I haven't gained 200 grams of fat in one day. The scale is pure storytelling and data collection, and it fluctuates for so many reasons. Last week, my weight spiked way back up to like 70.8 or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? But I was stressed and I needed sleep. And then it went straight back down to 69.5. So it is not fat. It is storytelling, data collection. Just remember that. But it is Sunday. I am going to go for a walk, make a coffee and go for a walk. And hopefully we see a sunrise this morning. It is about 5:45. Sunrise is like 6:20 or something. And it's been raining all night, so I'm not sure if it's going to be cloudy. But we'll pray. We'll pray that it is sunny and we're going to see a nice sunrise. I've recently been listening to an audiobook by Alex Hormozi, and it's his business book, $100 Million Offers. It is so good. Like, I'm currently in a business soak up all the knowledge I can phase, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, it used to be content and now it is how I structure my business, because there are some exciting things coming really soon. Currently I'm just doing nutrition coaching, and I have my mobile spray tanning business. I am studying my PT course, so that's coming, and I am releasing another book just quietly. It's coming very soon. So there's a lot of business moves happening, especially next year. So it's been very educational, this book. I highly recommend it. He talks about how to price your services and your offers, and like what makes a successful business be able to charge more, and what retains clients. It's all about value, like giving people value. And he also ties in like the psychology of why people buy and why people leave a coaching business quite quickly, which is something I experience a lot. Like, if people don't see results in the first couple of weeks, they're like, oh, do you know what, I'm not going to do this. Or they stick with you for a few months and then they think they can go and do it on their own, so they leave, which is just the nature of coaching businesses. I get that, and I never expect a client to stay with me forever, but it's really insightful to hear the reasons why people leave, and it's all tied down to value. So yeah, my mind is spinning. It's a very good book. If you haven't listened to it or haven't read it, $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi. It's check-in time. I thought I would show you my daily vitamin stack. I swear by this for just general health, clear skin, healthy gut. Honestly, as a nutritionist, there are so many other ways to get health and vitamins and minerals in your diet. You don't need to supplement, and I don't recommend a lot of supplements to my clients. Each person will need different things for different reasons, but I have had a lot of success myself in my skin. I used to have really bad adult acne like 2-3 years ago. I will insert a photo here of what my skin used to look like. But I don't have any breakouts anymore, and I hardly wear makeup because I'm so confident in my skin. It is so hydrated, so glowy, and I don't really get any breakouts. I might get some perioral dermatitis in the winter when my skin's really dry. I might get like the occasional little spot if I've had alcohol or I've eaten out or something like that. But for the most part, my skin has never been better. And I swear it is because of this combination. I take my greens every single day. They do not taste like greens. This is the tropical vacay flavor. Honestly, it's delicious. It dissolves really well in your water. It's like, I don't know, like tropical juice almost. So I have 1 heaped teaspoon or 1 scoop. I'm pretty sure a serve is meant to be 2 scoops, but I just do 1 heaped. Then I've also been taking the Pure Gut Maintain. I will link a discount code in the description, but I actually did the 30-day acne cleanse a while ago, and then they recommend to take the Gut Maintain every day moving forward, and I have for the last 2 years. And I honestly think this is the reason why I don't get breakouts, because it is like a prebiotic and a probiotic. So it just looks after your gut microbiome. And if you have a strong, healthy gut microbiome, it can actually detox everything else from life. And we are exposed to a lot of pollutants in the world because of our modern world. We can't avoid it. So having a strong gut actually assists the detox process. Obviously, a healthy diet, drinking a lot of water, exercising is the most important thing. But doing these little extras assists that, and you get the best results possible. So I take a little Gut Maintain with that, and I have been doing that combination for years now. I've also just recently, the last couple months, added in collagen because I've been doing a lot of research on collagen. Now that I'm also 31, my collagen production is declining. So I want to keep up the collagen. So I actually have like 2 heaped teaspoons or scoops of the collagen. Now this is hydrolyzed collagen peptides and Laxopore probiotic. So it actually helps with digestion as well. So couple this with your Gut Maintain, and I've started adding in this fiber as well. Now, I actually used to program my clients that suffered, and I just do 1 scoop of this, that suffered from bloating and gas and not going to the toilet regularly. I used to program them psyllium husk, but upon research, you actually can't digest psyllium husk very well. It clumps together and it pushes through your GI tract. Whereas this type of fiber is the only fiber that your body actually digests. I also just bought, or a while ago, I bought one of these jugs that has the filter in it because I'm not fancy and I don't have a filtered tap. I really want one of those filtered taps. But
Apparently there is so many metals and things in our water in the Gold Coast that also can lead to poor skin, poor hair, poor gut. It looks, oops, I just spilled that. It looks really rank because you mix like the pink. This is actually really delicious on its own. It's like watermelon pink water flavor. The fiber has no flavor at all. But when you mix it together, it's actually really good. It's like a strawberry matcha, but I hate matcha. So I always supplement vitamin D. D is really important for bone health, skin health, vitamin absorption, energy, and I also supplement fish oil. Now, if you don't supplement fish oil, that is one thing that everybody should supplement. I supplement 3,000 milligrams a day. You can supplement up to 7,000 depending on what you're using it for. So fish oil is really beneficial for brain health, heart health, joint health, but it's also really good for elasticity in your skin as well. Every day.
Come home from nights out. I will be kicking you out.
Yeah, the quarter rang through, to be honest. brag, but this week's meal prep was the fastest meal prep I've ever done, and I actually cooked lunch and dinner for today. This week's menu. We are obviously gonna have our eggs, but I've decided to have cheese and tomato on my English muffin with Vegemite for breakfast instead of my avo, because we put avo in lunch. So we're gonna have like a hot honey beef bowl, but without the honey because we saved the carbs. Then for dinner, we're gonna have a Greek bowl. This is actually friggin' delicious. I just had this post-train today. There's actually only 70 grams of rice, but then I put 160 grams of cauliflower rice in it, so it's huge. And pre-train, we're gonna have like peanut butter and jam inspired oats. So I've got strawberry flavored yogurt, choc peanut butter protein, peanut butter banana. I ran out of peanut butter, so these ones are almond butter. 1900 calories. We're also gonna have strawberries and chocky for dessert. A couple of rules that I follow, regardless of being in a surplus or a cut, is that you have to hit 200 grams of fruit and 500 grams of salad or veg per day, and that's just to help you get your fiber intake. The other rule is that you need to have 4 to 6 serves of whole grains, so rice, oats, pasta, bread. I actually only have 150 grams of fruit, but I'm counting my tomato, my 100 grams of tomato as fruit. Technically, you could sway that either way. And I have a total of 500 grams of veg and salad. Oats, rice, and whole grain muffins as my carb source. Unfortunately, I don't have the carbs to be able to have another grain. So my carb source in my lunch is pumpkin and potato, which is a low-cal swap. But if I was in my surplus, that would be a pasta or something grainy. So if you're having too much of one type of fiber, that's when you can feel bloated, you can feel like you're constipated, or you can feel like your bowel movements are just really small, rather than like when you're eating in an abundance of calories and carbs, you feel like your poops just come out ready to go. That's healthy. I find that when people diet, you are eating less, so there's less waste coming out as bowels movements, but you're also not getting your grains, so the bulk of your stool is not there. That's why it's a lot smaller. Happy Monday night. I forgot my camera today and I'm so annoyed because I actually just had the best quad session I've had in a long time. I'm like, what? This is my 3rd week of a deficit, which is not a big deal. And it's like my 4th or 5th week of this new block, and I am getting numbers up or reps up every single week, which you should be at the start of a program. It's not until like week 6 plus that it gets hard, or hardest. But I just like had such a good session. Everything felt really good. Like mind to muscle connection felt so good. Numbers were up all across the board, and I just kept fighting myself for like another rep. I was like, okay, you've reached leg press, for example, right? I went up 2.5 kilos from last week thinking, right, you just have to match the reps that you did. My rep range was 6 to 10, and I think I did 9 last week. So I was like, just get 9. And then I got 9 and I was like, get 10. And then I was like, you haven't got 2 more. You haven't got 2 more. Yeah, I do. And I got 2 more and I got 12. And I was like, I finished the set and I was like, that was epic. Not only did you go up in weight, you went up in reps. Like it was so good. It was just one of those sessions where everything felt good. Everything moved well. It was so good. I woke up at a new low this morning. I was 69 on the dot, which is a huge like 700 gram drop overnight. And that means I'm now 2.3 kilos down in 2 weeks, which is epic. So good. And I just want to reiterate that just because you have less carbs in your system and you're in a calorie deficit is not an excuse to be weaker in the gym and perform like shit. You are going to lose muscle in a deficit if you train with less weight and less intention and less intensity than you did when you're in a build. It is harder to push your numbers. It's a mind game, but it is not impossible. And that is the
key to maintaining your muscle, but also dropping so much weight during a deficit without doing cardio. If your intensity in your training is up, every single week you're getting more numbers, more reps, your intensity just keeps climbing, and that means your metabolism is firing because it's still trying to build muscle and it just doesn't have the calories to, prioritize it. So it's still working overtime. If you start getting weaker, your body's like, nah, we don't need to do anything. We'll just eat at this muscle for energy, blah, 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 blah. You lose muscle and you start not losing the body fat that you want to lose. So hot tip, train like you fucking mean it. I am gonna have my Greek bowl for dinner. Hot tip, cauliflower rice mixed with real rice bulks out your meal. So this whole container is rice, but there's only 70 grams of rice in it. So yum. Pickled onions, anything pickles, I'm like, yes, I'm all for it. Things like lettuce, cucumber, pickled veg, so low cal. You can bulk the shit out of your meals with these ingredients, and it helps you eat more for less calories. There's nothing magic about these kind of foods. There's nothing wrong with other types of food. It's just that some are higher in calories than others. So if you want to eat more in a deficit, pick the lower cal food so you can bulk your meals out and feel like you're eating more. Yeah, you're still going to be hungry because that's just your body's natural signal to tell you that it's lacking energy and it needs more food and it wants you to eat food. But girl, you got to ignore that. Ignore that. And just keep ticking along. Hunger is normal. You can't avoid it. It's going to creep up. But we're going to wash it down with a sugar-free lemonade. And honestly, if you haven't had this before, it tastes like a lemonade ice block. It is so good. I am absolutely saturated. Absolutely saturated. I went for my walk. It was fine. Weather was fine. Halfway on my walk, bang, poured. I'm absolutely drenched. My socks are wet in my shoes. But did we turn around and come back? Nope, because we have steps to achieve. And we achieved almost 4,000 in the morning. Because, my friends, goals don't care what the weather's doing. If you've got shit to tick off every day, tick that shit off every day. Okay guys, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm filming on my phone because I thought I charged my camera last night
Turns out I didn't even turn the switch on. So I got to the gym and I recorded my first exercise and it said 2% flashed red. So poor planning by me. I just had a crazy evening. It is 8 p.m. and I went straight from the gym to tan 6 ladies for their wedding. I have a mobile spray tanning business as well. Yes, I am that crazy. And then I had to do a new client sign up from my car because yes, that is just the insanity of my day. I teach all day. I still be a bodybuilder in the short time that I have it. Then I went and did some tans and then I signed up a new client, which is really exciting. And I'm so grateful that so many people are reaching out for my help lately. Cannot wait to change all your lives and educate you. And it is now 8 p.m. and I'm driving home. I'm busting to go to the toilet and I had my dinner in the car because I brought my meal prep with me today knowing that today was going to be a big night. So I had my dinner in the car while I was driving to my client's house. But now I'm going home to have my 3 pieces of chocolate and 100 grams of strawberries and have a shower and go to bed. And then we're going to do it all again tomorrow and Friday because I have 10 clients after training and I have new client sign up calls as well, which I'm so grateful for. But some weeks are just so busy and others are so dead. It's crazy. Like, where did all this come from? I have a tan client every night this week and I have a nutrition call every night this week, like a new client sign up call. I am so busy, but that is absolutely not an excuse to not eat my normal meals, to not hit my steps, to not get my training in. I always prioritize my steps in the morning, get them up. I did extra steps at school today, so I actually have already got 13,000 steps, so I'm good for the day. I always get my training in. I will fit my clients and my calls and whatnot around my training, but I block out my training in my calendar so people can't book times where I'm training. That's just my non-negotiable. I'm sorry. I will never give up my training. I'll move it around for sure. I might train a little bit later or a little earlier if I have to, but I will never do work or anything instead of training. That's how important training is to me. And that's just me. Other people don't prioritize that, and that is fine. But training is up there with like staying alive. Like staying alive would be my number 1 priority, and then training. I kid you not, I would put training before work. We don't need money to be a trainer. No, I'm joking. Anyway, this is just a lesson to show you that you really can do it all. I understand I don't have kids and my life is not as busy as other people, but let me tell you, my life is pretty busy. I have not stopped all day today from 5 a.m. and it is 8 p.m. and I have not stopped. Like, I kid you not, I've hardly even been on my phone because I'm with the kids, and then I had lunchtime duty and I was doing stuff during lunch while I was eating my lunch. I have not stopped. I've gone bang, bang, bang. Training is my one time where I can put headphones on. Nothing matters. No time matters. Nothing's going through my head. No ideas. No, I've got to be here. That is my sanity. And then the rest just fits in along that. So be prepared and everything is so much easier. Like, factor your day. Use your calendar. Block out chunks of time in your day. Meal prep so you have no other option. You don't have to get takeaway. You've got your dinner with you. Life is so much easier when you are organized. Let me tell you. Hello, happy Friday. I actually, don't tell my boss, but I actually had today off because I have had some huge days the last 2 days, and I was just like, do you know what? I can't keep doing this. I have had, like, this week I've had 6 new inquiries for new clients, and I've had 8 tans. Or no, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 tans. 12 tans. I did a group of 6 as well. It's just been a crazy week for my personal brand, and I am so grateful for it. Like, this is exactly what I want to do. So I'm so happy, but I can't keep teaching full time and do all of these things and do bodybuilding. Like, my days are 5 a.m. till like 9:30 p.m. and I can't. And I can't be there for the kids when I'm tired. I'm snappy, I'm not fun, I'm not present. So I just was like, you know what, I'm going to call it, I'm going to have the day off today. So anyway, went for a nice little sunrise walk this morning, and then I just finished some client check-ins, had my breakfast. I've actually just had lunch. It's actually like 10:40. I'm actually going to paint my nails. This has got absolutely nothing to do with my cut. This is just me being me and showing you more of my life. Anyway, I used to have like really bad allergy to acrylic nails. So I got Biab and gel consistently on my hands for like, I don't know, it was like 4 years, 5 years. And I developed an allergy to acrylates, which is like in the nail polish that you have to cure under LED lights. And I had to cut all of that out of my routine until my nails were healed. So that happened like Christmas time. So I started using nothing, and I just had these ugly nails that were so dry, lifting, brittle, like swollen all around my cuticles. Anyway, I went raw dog for 3 months, healed them. Then I was using this brand called Dazzle Dry, which is just a nail polish that dries like gel, and it lasts up to 2 weeks, but it just goes on like nail polish. So you don't have to cure it, you don't have to remove it, any of that. So I've been doing that for what we're in August now, the whole year, and it's been fantastic. But I was like, do you know what? Let's see if I'm still allergic to gel. I probably am. But I was like, no, it's been long enough. Like, my nails are healthy. Surely I'll be fine.
The only thing you want to be careful about is how long you are in a deficit for. So when you go aggressive and you do an aggressive deficit, you only want to be in that for like 6 to 8 weeks max, and then you want to get out. So the point of a mini cut is that you go aggressive for 6 weeks. It's like a tidy up, and then you get back to the build, or you get back to maintenance phase. I would only ever program a mini cut to a client who is going to be adherent, because it's really hard to ignore the hunger signals that come with being in such a big deficit. You do feel a drop in energy, and it's hard. If you're not mentally strong and you haven't dieted before, it's really hard to ignore the hunger and to keep pushing through your day and your training when you do feel that energy fatigue. Not for everybody. A moderate deficit is more likely to be a sustainable strategy, and that's like 8 to 12 weeks of dieting at a higher calorie intake, which would be a lower deficit. So I might be dieting at like 2,200 instead of 1,900. You don't drop the weight as quick, but it's not as noticeable to your energy levels and your hunger and things like that. Yeah, 6 weeks is long enough for me. I'm like, get it done, get back to the build. And people always say like, oh, in a calorie deficit, do you lose energy and like you lose strength and it's hard to progress? To be honest, yeah. Like, you don't have the full energy that you would normally do from eating all the carbs in a build. And that's the point of a build, right? To be completely fueled so it's easy for you to get PBs. However, if you give in to the lack of energy and you stop progressing in strength, that's how you lose muscle, because your muscle goes, oh, we don't need this. So she's actually in a deficit at the moment, and we actually would prefer the energy to go towards our brain power and our cell turnover and just everyday life, surviving. We don't need to prioritize keeping this muscle tissue. It's not benefiting survival mode at the moment, so it eats at the tissue. So if you don't want it to eat at the tissue, eat enough protein, like 2 grams or 2.5 grams per kilo of body weight, and keep training like you are building muscle. So yeah, it's harder to push that extra rep or the extra kilo, or to even show up to the gym in general, but you can do it. Like, the muscle is still there. So it's not like you're getting weaker, you just lack the energy. So it becomes a mental game. If you can push in training when you're tired and fatigued and lacking the carbs, you maintain the muscle. And that's how, my friends, you get lean. And the more muscle that you have, the faster your metabolism works at rest. So if you can maintain that muscle, it's trying to build bigger and stronger and eat the calories, right? Eat the food. So you wonder why you burn extra calories and you drop the weight so quickly in a deficit without doing cardio, is because my muscles are still working in the background. So they're actually still requiring heaps of calories to repair. So that's why it's like a vicious cycle. You know, like you keep training for strength, you keep going, like training intensely, and then your muscles still want to use all of the calories that you're consuming, but you're not actually consuming enough calories. So it's like, shit, we need the calories, but you're not actually feeding them enough to do everything and survive. So then it works even harder, and that's why you can manipulate your body fat, because then it has to dip into your body fat stores for energy. And that's it. How cute is that? So cool. I'm such a girl. I love anything fashion, beauty, skincare. Just love being a girl. Guys, I've just arrived at my mum and dad's house because my delivery has arrived, and it is my book, print proof. It's been in the making for like a year and a half. I'm so excited. So this is the first time that I get to actually see what it's like in print version. It's going to be really similar to my goals book. If you got my goals book, that is stunning, and I'm releasing it again next year. I'm really excited. I'm going to call my boyfriend and see if he's at work, but we'll see if he wants to be in on the unboxing. Let's try and FaceTime him. He'll probably be like, excuse me, I'm so busy. I'll be like, okay, don't worry about it. Okay, never mind. I'll just unbox it by myself. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's like matte black, like my red one. I mean matte black, matte. Like matte and soft like my red one was. Oh, it's so nice. And the little like picture at the top. Discover the ultimate guide to nourishing your body and life with How to Eat. This clear science-backed roadmap empowers you to shed excess fat, build and maintain lean muscle, enjoy a balanced weight without depriving yourself, fuel peak health, performance and everyday energy, overcome disordered eating habits, understand why and how nutrition fuels our life, build your own non-negotiable habits around eating that will see you live a long, fueled and stress-free life. Whether you're a nutrition novice or ready to refine your habits, How to Eat equips you with the knowledge and flexibility to thrive without turning eating into a chore. Written by a nutritionist and pro bodybuilder who struggled for years with a poor relationship with food, this book is a conversation with a girl who's been through it all, come out the other side, and wants you to experience the success of food freedom too. Written in digestible language for your everyday human who doesn't have a medical background but wants to learn. Because good food is meant to be enjoyed and we were designed to eat. Oh, it's so nice. Except I found a typo. This book, if a conversation. It is a conversation, so I will have to tell them that. Stop it. It's literally my whole brain in a book. Like, I tell you everything you need to know about nutrition in the most easy to understand way, and tell you everything you need to know about like fat loss, muscle building, gut health, how to build meals. I'm most excited
about like how to weigh food. I'm actually most excited about this, like how to build a balanced meal. I feel like a full-on content creator influencer now. I just got sent from this company, Forest Superfoods, some vitamins to try. Cute. Okay, wow. So it's all like superfoods. So they have lion's mane mushroom, ashwagandha. I friggin' love ashwagandha. Reishi mushroom for rest. Maca powder. I've had maca before. Moringa for inflammation. Bee pollen for energy. Lion's mane for brain power. I'm so excited to try them. Wheatgrass powder. Camu powder. Omega-3. Hemp oil. What did we get? We got the Discovery Kit. The Discovery Kits. Oh, they're so cute. Like little mini ones. Okay, cute. I'm gonna have to like take a cute photo or something before I get these out. Turkey tail, moringa, ashwagandha, and lion's mane. Lion's mane for brain fog and productivity. Ashwagandha is calming at night. Moringa is joints, and turkey tail is gut. Woohoo! Can't wait to try them out. I really don't have time to vlog, but this is the reality of being an entrepreneur or just hustling with all your businesses. I literally just went from the gym to 2 tan clients. I've done 2 tan clients. I'm now having my dinner in the car on my way to my 3rd tan client, because then after my 3rd tan client I have 2 nutrition calls back to back. So I really just don't have time. But we prepped my dinner and I knew I was going to be out all night, so I brought it with me and I'm going to eat it in my car on my 10-minute drive to my new client. Hustling. We love it. I'm so freaking grateful that my business is popping off. I am honestly, like, this week has been epic. I could cry happy tears.
Happy Saturday. I just went for my morning walk. It was so gloomy. Like, I actually woke up. I didn't set an alarm this morning. I woke up at like 6 a.m, looked out my window and the sky was pink. And I was like, quick, get out of bed. It's such a nice sunrise. I didn't even make a coffee. And I just like put my jumper on, my leggings on, and I ran down to the beach and I missed it. And the sun had already risen. I was like, ugh. So then I went and bought a coffee and went for a nice little walk, listened to my podcast. But it's like so dark and gloomy. Like, how? It's been so nice all week, and of course it's the weekend now, and bang, it looks like it's going to rain any minute now. Anyway, I have about 10 minutes to eat my breakfast and then I'm going to go get my hair cut, which I'm so excited for because it needs a trim. I got so many dead ends. But I actually made this yesterday for a recipe. I filmed a recipe for a brand. And it is my salted caramel oats. All right, hello, good morning. We are back. Hair is done. The heater is blowing on it right now, so it's really fitting. But we are split end free. We are healthy. I actually do have naturally curly hair, but if you have curly hair, you know it's just a lot. It's a lot. You just have a lot of hair. Can't really tuck it behind your ears because it just springs back out. It's hot. It's hard to manage. But I've just been wearing my hair straight, honestly, 90% of this year. I love my natural curls. They're just a lot to look after. And to be honest, if I straighten my hair, it stays straight for the whole week and it's easier to manage than curly hair. So anyways, we are rocking the straightened hair. I have about an hour and a half now before my next client call. So I need to finish some check-ins and do some work on my laptop. I have made a second coffee because I don't know what it is today. I just feel a little bit tired, a little bit flat. Probably because I had such a busy week, but my second coffee is a long black. She's beautiful, by the way. Yes. Can you tell I worked at a cafe for most of my teenage years? You put the hot water in the mug first, swirl it around so that the mug's hot, tip the hot water out, then you can actually like put your hot water in first and then do your espresso shot on top and it doesn't break the crema. Hot tip. I have a long black for my second just to save the calories from the milk. To be honest, I'd rather eat my calories later on. I need to log on and do some work, but I also wanted to share, not sponsored at all, no brand deal, this candle is beautiful. Look at it, it's so pretty. So you buy the different marble canister and you actually buy the infills for the candle and they go in. This one is delicious. This one is, it's not on this, but it is like an almond macaroon. So yummy. I actually bought one of these for my sister and I for Christmas and we bought like a subscription. So every 3 months you get a new infill and you can change the infill every 3 months. Oh, I need to move her out of the heat. She just is gonna blow out. But it is friggin' beautiful and they smell so good. So anyways, I might link it in the description. They are incredible. Hi, happy Saturday night. I'm just sitting here with my ice cream because I have been craving ice cream all week this week. Like my dessert has been 3 squares of chocolate and 100 grams of strawberries. And I was like, do you know what? Because it's rest day today, I can push my meals out and not have to have like a pre and a post train meal. So I had 3 main meals today, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and I saved some calories for a dessert. Excuse the Gold Coast Highway noise. It's honestly like 230 calories, like 40 carb and 6 fat or something. Blue ribbon, cookies and cream. Yes, it is elite. I usually have either the blue ribbon chocolate, blue ribbon cookies and cream, or the Peter's light and creamy choc caramel swirl. It's melting on me because the macros are so good. And then you just put it in a waffle cone. Honestly, game changer. I'm sitting here on a Saturday night marinating in tan and editing this YouTube video that you're gonna watch. I'm like, what? Why? Why is my life so boring? No, we joke. We actually just love some alone time, some downtime. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat my ice cream and continue editing my YouTube. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is so dark. I have to go and stand near the window so that you can see me. What's the weather doing? Like, what do you mean? Although, check this out. The mountains are like blue. And there's a hot air balloon over there. That's pretty cool. Like, the mountains are blue. It's Sunday. I woke up 400 grams heavier this morning because I got my Auntie Flo arrived. So that's good.
but it's 6 a.m. I had a 7.5 hour sleep. Not bad, not great. Gonna go for a little walk, have some brekkie, and then go train.
All right, breakfast of the day today is literally just 50 grams of oats with my new salted caramel protein powder. I mix 50 grams of Chobani with 15 grams of almond butter and then spread that on pot black icing. Then 100 grams of banana and some sugar-free maple. So it's like a salted caramel oats vibe.
But I got a nice 5,000 steps on the beach today. I actually walked on the beach and like soaked up the sun because the sun is out. I'm like, yay. And I am tanned because I marinated in my tan last night, so I'm feeling very tanned. I'm feeling a little bit like fluidy because of Auntie Flo. But I'm gonna go and eat my oats, and then I'm gonna do some content. And I am going to go and train with a client today, actually. And I'm not going to film it because I'm just going to be present with her and help her out. And then that's it. I'm going to mark the end of the vlog here because I'll probably film my meal prep later today, but I'll put it in week 4 vlog because that's what I'll be eating in week 4. So anyway, the update of this week, stat-wise, mini cut-wise, I think is quite boring because honestly, I don't think I lost any weight this week. Let me have a look. I lost 200 grams. On Monday, I weighed 69, and then Tuesday, I weighed 68.8, and I've been 68.8 the whole week. So I lost 200 grams. But we know it's probably due to my period. And I will probably have my period for like 3-4 days, and then I'll be a kilo lighter. What's the bet? Hopefully, fingers crossed. But anyway, we didn't change anything. Rose actually bumped my carbs up a little bit because I was dropping so fast. So my calories have been just under 2,000 and 12,000 steps, 5 weight sessions where I have actually progressively overloaded every single session. I've gotten stronger, extra rep, extra kilo, every session, and that's it. No cardio, no fat burners, nothing hectic, but I'm only down 200 grams. Are we worried? No. We will watch what happens next week. We are now officially halfway through, and I started at 71.3, so 3 weeks in, I've lost 2.5 in 3 weeks, which is actually epic. We're on track. We are on track. Anyway, stay tuned for week 4 next week. Don't forget to subscribe. Help me grow. Next year's gonna be epic. Bye.